I think I'm just too black to enjoy Rocky movies.
Here we go.
I went back and watched the first 4 Rockies before I went to see Creed 3 and do my review, and it's like the Duke basketball in movies. It's white folk fever dream about where their moxie can beat all the black people that we love. Like the first 2 movies with Apollo Creed, right? Apollo is built like a literal superhero and is a superior athlete than Rocky in every single way, and Rocky beat him because of raw determination. Out of here.
If this ain't the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire life, I don't think that you're too black to watch Rocky. I think that you're just too racist. Number 1, Rocky lost the first fight against Apollo in 1976, set in a time when black people weren't exactly on top in the world. But this movie definitely had Apollo Creed on top. In Rocky 2, Rocky trained even harder for the rematch, and even though he won, he barely won. Like, he barely beat Apollo. He beat him by 1 second. 1 second. But you knew that already because you watched the movies, right? Literally, everything Rocky is, everything he had in his life was because of Apollo Creed. All his money, all his love and fame was all because of a black man who also had love, money, and fame. The franchise may be called Rocky, but Apollo Creed's legacy looms large over the entirety of the series. So much so that we got not 1, but 3 spin-off movies with his son called Creed. There's so much love for black people in these movies, it's not even funny. Apollo Creed, Clubber Lang, Mason Dixon, Adonis Creed, Damian Anderson, all heavyweight champions of the world. They all won the title at some point.
They turned Apollo into the magical Negro that guides Rocky along his way to beat Clubber Lang's black ass. And then the next movie, they killed him off, bro. You can't make this shit up.
Apollo had come out of a 9-year retirement to fight Drago. Also, it was part of the story, just to show us how massive of a threat Ivan Drago was. But you knew that already, right? I mean, you had to have known that. And if you actually paid attention to what happened, Rocky gave up the belt just to avenge Apollo. A white man gave up his championship title to avenge a black man. And Rocky never got that title back, ever. In 5, he lost all his money and he couldn't fight anymore. And the last boxing match he did have years later in 6, again, he lost that fight to a black man. And then you go into Creed after that. Like, black people be on top in these movies. How do you miss that? Like, what? How do you have a problem with Rocky? Do you even know the story behind Sylvester Stallone's creation of this franchise? Like, do you even know how it came to be? He had nothing, no money, and he fought hard for this. Rocky saved his life. No one can be too black for Rocky. If you hate white people, just say that. Like, honestly, there'd be so much more respect for you just by telling the truth. But to sit here, like, I'm just so confused. What does race have to do with boxing?
Also, I hate to say it, but Sylvester Stallone is unbearably bad at acting from time to time. He talks like Cookie Monster with CTE. I finished the first one and my immediate thought was like, damn, they let him make 5 more of these? The devil works hard, but whiteness works way harder.
Yeah, and racism works even harder than that. This argument that this dude has is so annoying to me. And he's not even the first guy that I've ever heard say that Rocky movies are racist, or that there's some sort of racial subliminal message in the Rocky movies. I've heard other arguments and they all sound the same. They're all rooted in ignorance and hate. This man literally united the Russians and Americans together single-handedly in number 4.
What I was trying to say is that if I can change,
Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился.
and you can change,
Вы можете измениться.
everybody can change.
Каждый может измениться.
He has a damn statue In the city where Dr. J. Allen Iverson and Charles Barkley played, this guy has a statue. You can't make this up.
Are any of them that inspirational? Are they really that inspirational? Rocky is the perfect symbol of determination. The movies alone just make me want to work out. I mean, Rocky shows that no matter where you come from or who you are, if you put in the work, you can be someone and reach all your goals in life.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
That's what Rocky is. Rocky is not a white man's fever dream. Rocky is every man's dream. The dream to be better than you are today. The dream to do more, to go further, to fly higher. Like the song that plays in literally every single Rocky movie. Gonna fly higher. Like, how do you misinterpret a movie that bad? Racist? Rocky is the dream to be better than you are, no matter where you come from, what school you went to, what grade you might have dropped out of, no matter how your life is. Rocky is proof. He is the symbol that with enough hard work and determination, you can make it in life. I can't believe it. I can't believe that there's people out there hating on Rocky. Out of all people, out of all characters. Like, who do y'all think y'all are? Talking about Dr. J didn't get a statue. Yeah, well, Dr. J didn't go 15 rounds pound for pound with Ivan Drago, did he?
He's cut! Russian's cut! And it's a bad cut! And now it's Rocky Balboa coming after Ivan Drago!
Like, come on, man, y'all tripping. Some of y'all tripping out here. Rocky is racist. Rocky movies are bad. Like, y'all tripping. Talking about Stallone is a bad actor. The man won the Academy Award. Like, what are we doing? Whose line is this?